Hey guys, Cloud VP here, and welcome back to Alistair. Now today we're going to be seeing one of the other guys. I've decided to do Shiro this time because I know almost next to nothing about Shiro. I kept running into Travis through my playthrough, and Derek, so I went for it, and Shiro was just like the third guy, so I know nothing about him. So I've decided for this one I'm going to go for Shiro. So a few things I'm going to do, as my little trusty guide tells me, is my phone. It tells me that I need to get at least 51 intelligence, 36 network rep, and 17 social rep to win him. Get good grades. Grades are very important to him, because he's a smart cookie. I need to get the Greek history book for an extra scene at the end. And I need to get the spring dress and butterfly skirt. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this playthrough. If you're just coming to this and you haven't actually seen like any of the storyline or the gameplay, like the full story of this game, I'd really recommend checking out my playthrough. I'll provide a link in the description below if you'd like to check that out. If not, just enjoy the ride. I will show you exclusive scenes with Shiro, the cutie who I know nothing about. So here we go. I'm going to skip ahead to the first time we meet him. See you in a bit. I slide into the only empty seat left in the class just as the bell rings. Phew, safe. The teacher begins her lecture and I similarly ignore her, contenting myself with doodling a series of flowers on my handout. Since we've just concluded our section on ancient civilization, we'll be doing a term project on it, said the teacher. Thank you for that pop-up. He will be split up into teams of 2. Whoever is sitting at the table with you will be your partner. I glance at the person sitting next to me. He's huddled up in the corner staring mindlessly out the window. Is he sleeping? You and your partner will submit an 8-page report and give a 5-minute presentation on the topic of your choosing. I will give you the rest of the class to discuss an appropriate topic with your partner. Great! A project with some sleeping kid. He better not make me do all the work. I turn to face him. He appears to be awake, but he's completely spaced out. Hey. I wave my hand trying to get his attention. I'm Marui. We're supposed to be working together. Yeah. So, what's your name? Hey, baby. Shiro. Cool. Nice to meet you. He's not looking at me. In fact, he's staring so hard at the window, I'm starting to wonder if it's the meaning of life is written on it or something. Are you okay? His face flushes a bright red. I'm fine. You don't look okay. Are you sick? No, I just... He glances to the side and shifts uncomfortably. We should pick a topic. Is there anything you like? I don't know. Is there anything you want to talk about? Not really. Another uncooperative guy. Just my luck, running into 3 jerks in a row. At least Shiro isn't mocking me. It's obvious that Travis was just making fun of me with that stupid riddle of his. No matter what I ask, those dumb demons will always lie. So how on earth can I tell which is which? It's impossible. What? Shiro looks at me, a bit startled by my sudden declaration. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking. About what? Knights and demons. Demons? Well, not demons exactly. Liars. Knights always tell the truth, and demons always lie. Oh, so you're supposed to ask, would the person with you claim to be a knight? Shiro's face suddenly brightens. Huh? It's a riddle, right? One always tells the truth, and the other always lies. Yeah? So you would have to ask, would the person with you claim to be a knight? If you ask clearly, both the truth teller and the liar would claim to be a knight, so you have to ask about the other one. If the knight answers, he will tell you truthfully that the demon with him will claim to be a knight. If the demon answers, he will lie and say that the person with him won't claim to be a knight. And then you could tell the difference. Shiro smiles proudly as he explains the riddle to me. I think I get it. It's a little complicated, but it makes sense, I think. Still, you're pretty smart to figure that out. Huh? No. I just heard it before. I really like puzzles, you see. It's a really well-known riddle. I see. Shiro. Murray. I trust that if you're getting chatty like this, you've already chosen a topic. From across the room, the teacher eyes us carefully. Oh, sorry. I turn back to Shiro. We should pick a topic, huh? Yeah. He's back to his reclusive self again. We really need to talk about this project, but he seems like he doesn't want to talk. I don't remember what I pick here. Okay. Suggest a topic is the correct answer. Why don't we do our report on Greece? I thought studying that was kind of fun. Kinda. Greece is a really wide topic. We should probably narrow it down. Okay, what about Athens? It's an important Greek city, and it's a focused enough topic for us, right? That sounds good. I scribble down Athens in bold letters in my notebook. At least we have a topic now. The bell rings, and we quickly gather up our books. What's up? Shiro hands me a folded sheet of notebook paper. What is this? It's my email address. We should stay in touch. Oh, good idea. You're smart. I tear the sheet in half, scribble my email address down, and hand it to him. Here you go. He nods and smiles a bit before walking off, clutching his books to his chest. As soon as he leaves, I tear off down the hallway towards the computer lab. As much as I'd rather not, I really should do some work on my project. Hey, Marui. What's up? I was thinking that we could work on our project a bit today. You can come over to my place. Yeah, I got your email. We can walk there if that's okay with you. I live nearby. Sure, fine with me. Shiro leads me a few blocks from the school to a nice neighborhood. Before I have time to take in the sights, he's already led me into a plush house and up a carpeted staircase to a spacious bedroom. This place is huge. Would it be rude to mention it? Ask about his family. Where are your parents? Huh? Oh, probably working. They both work? Yeah. Is that weird? Not really. I was just curious. What do they do? My mother is an engineer, and my father is a doctor. Wow. They must be brilliant. They are. Too bad brilliance doesn't get passed on to next generation. What do you mean? It's nothing. So, we should figure out how to do this report. How do you want to divide up the work? Why don't we pick a few topics we want to cover, then write those parts of the report. Then we could take turns during the presentation. Works for me. Shiro pulls out a notebook and starts scribbling a few notes on it. I'd like to talk about the history and mythology, if that's okay. Sure. I was more interested in the culture anyway. Shiro and I spend the next hour discussing our topics and how we're going to arrange the report. As we finish up dividing our workload, Shiro turns on his computer. What's up? Nothing. I'm just going to transfer my notes over. It's easier for me to work when I type things out. Me too. I'm so bad at writing things by hand. And I'm always on my computer anyway. I guess social networking and things like that are really popular these days. Do you have a profile on Facebook? Not really. I don't exactly have many friends, so I'm not that interested. Not a computer person? Well, I never said that. So, if you're not in it for the social stuff, then what? Shiro flushes a deep red. I'd rather not say. Why not? I need to get to work. You should probably go now. Oh, okay. Shiro bids me a quick farewell and I head home. Wow. What was that all about? I thought we were doing okay, but he practically kicked me out of his house. Well, that's not suspicious at all. I think we're making some good progress on this project. Me too. It's moving a lot faster than I thought it would. It's actually pretty cool how advanced the Athenians were. Their fashions were interesting too. Then we should get to work on filling the information for our slideshow. I already started working on the rough framework for the slideshow. Let me show you. Shiro pulls up a file on his computer to show me the slideshow presentation he's been working on. Ooh, looks like a good start. I click through the slides. He's already lined up blank slides for the outline we worked on together. Before I can compliment him on his hard work, his phone rings. Sorry, I'll be right back. He rushes off to answer the phone. I page through the slides again. They look good. Shiro's really a hard worker. I'm kind of embarrassed by how little work I've done for our project. I wait for a few minutes, but Shiro still hasn't returned. Must be an important phone call. It seems a little rude to poke around his room, but I am curious to know more. As nice as he is, he hasn't really told me much about himself. Well, there's no time like the present. Let's poke around his room. Well, there's nothing like some good old-fashioned snooping. I thumbed through a pile of papers on his desk. Homework, school announcements, nothing terribly interesting. A quick scan of his room doesn't reveal much either. It's a wonder how neatly kept his room is. I glance down and see something bright and colorful in the waste bin beside his desk. What is this? I reach in and pull it out. It looks like it's some discarded packaging. Wait, isn't that the logo for Rivenwell Online? What are you doing? Huh? Nothing? I wouldn't call digging through my trash nothing. Sorry, I guess not. Oh, she guesses not. That's great. Well, you don't have to be so rude about it. I did apologize after all. Shiro tries to snatch the packaging from my hand, but I pull it out of his reach. Oh, no, you don't. Give it back. It belongs to me. So? Shiro grabs for it again, and I leap from the chair to avoid his hand. Unfortunately, the chair swings around without warning, and I lose my footing. Ah! Of course she ends up on top. Continuing. Hello there, Shiro. It's nice to see you down there, isn't it? Shiro and I lie on the floor frozen for a few seconds. In my head, I can hear myself screaming, but the only thing that pops out of my mouth is an inaudible squeak. Are you okay? Yeah. You? I think so. I just need a moment. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I know. Shiro raises himself up on one arm and winces as he does. I think I hit my head. I'm really sorry. I noticed that I'm still clutching the cardboard packaging from Shiro's waste bin. It's from Rivenwell Online, right? I guess there's no use denying it. I bought a point card so I could get a Winterfrost blade. That's a high-level sword. Are you a knight? Doesn't matter. Sorta. I'm looking for a guy who plays as a demon character. I see. I hate to change the topic of conversation, but if it's okay with you, could you get off of me? I'm so sorry. I quickly roll to the side and leap up. Shiro gets up with a soft groan. Thanks. We stand around in awkward silence. It's getting late. I should probably head home now. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'll finish up our slides and email them to you. Sounds good. We mumble some awkward goodbyes to each other, and I hurry home. So Shiro really does play Rivenwell Online. He seems like an avid player, too. I wonder why he didn't want me to know about it. From the way he was acting, it doesn't seem like he's Alistair. Oh well, maybe Shiro and I can exchange usernames later and search for Alistair together. Who knows? Shiro and I are spending the weekend working on our project. And this is going better than I expected it to. I have so much to say about Athena herself that I could just probably write a separate report on just her. That's great. I found out a lot of info on Athenian philosophy, but not as much on other aspects of their culture. Although, to be honest, I've been kind of busy with work lately. Oh? You know you're not allowed to have a job outside of school, right? Yeah, I know. I've been doing the school's work program. Well, except for the one day with the computer games club. You worked for the computer games club? Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'd avoid that club if I were you. What? What's wrong with it? Well, there's nothing wrong with the club itself, but the president seems to have a sketchy past. He transferred to our school from a pretty prestigious private school in the middle of the year last year. I don't know why you transfer from a high-level school like that to our public school without warning. Maybe he just didn't like it there? Yeah, maybe, but it's more likely that he got kicked out. Shiro shrugs and returns to his work. But I really don't know any details, so take it with a grain of salt. I see. Thanks. I didn't realize that Travis transferred in. I guess that explains why he doesn't like the school that much, though. If I went to a nice school and had to transfer out, I'd be unhappy, too. Thanks for the insight, Shiro. As much as I'd rather not, I really should do some work on my project. Here, I bought a book on ancient Greece. I found it at the bookstore and thought it might be useful. This is great. I was looking for something like this. Really? Yeah, this book covers a lot of history, including how the different cities interacted. Most of the resources I found didn't talk much about Athens' relationship with other cities of the time, so this would be really useful. Shiro flips through the books quickly and begins writing a few notes in his notebook. He looks like he's really serious about this. I probably shouldn't bother him. I turn back to my notes and try to work on my outline. I've already got a pretty good intro, but the rest is still fuzzy. I flip through all the notes that Shiro gave me and a couple printouts. Okay, I should probably mention this. I add a few more facts to my outline, but I'm starting to feel worn out. We've been working for a while already. I sneak a glance at Shiro sitting next to me. He's still writing away, calmly and silently. I stare at my outline, but my mind is totally drawing a blank, not staring at blank. I lean back against Shiro's bed and close my eyes for a moment. Maybe I just need to clear my mind for a bit. It feels like I only shut my eyes for a few seconds, but my mind feels really hazy, like I've been sleeping for a long time. I shift a bit, but I feel something warm beside me. Huh? I open my eyes slowly. This is Shiro's place, so... I glance to my side to see Shiro leaning against me, asleep. Oh, how cute. What happened? I was resting and then... I shift slowly, trying hard not to wake Shiro. My mind is a little fuzzy, but the situation is quickly becoming obvious. Huh? Shiro opens his eyes and glances down at me. How long was I... not long. I look at the ground in front of me. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. I'm the one who fell asleep first. You fell asleep too? Yeah. Shiro smiles quietly. It looks like he wants to laugh. What's up? If we both fell asleep, I guess it means we've been working too long. He laughs and shakes his head. I think it's a sign that we should stop here for today. Sounds good to me. You're not mad at me, are you? Of course not. Why would I be? I guess I just... Anyway, we should probably call it a day. Yeah. I'll see you in school then. See you then. I think we're doing really well on this project. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to get a good grade. I've actually had a lot of fun working on it. Shiro pulls out a huge stack of note cards. We should write our notes on these cards so that we don't forget anything during our presentation. Good idea. Shiro hands me a stack of cards and a pen, and I start filling in the cards with notes on the importance of the olive in Athens. So, how are things? Huh? Okay, I guess. Why do you ask? Do you have any plans for dinner? What? Well, I mean, it's just that if you stay longer, we could probably get more work done. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, good point. Is it really okay if I stay here for dinner? It's fine. It's not like my parents will be here anyway. I'm sorry. Are they working late again? They're always working late. Not like I can complain. After all, I have a roof over my head and all that. Do you miss them? You have to actually know someone before you can miss them. I'm sorry. I don't see why. It's not your fault they don't know I exist. Do you really think they don't know you exist? He shrugs. You could ask them yourself if they were around. Shiro seethes quietly to himself for a while. I'm not sure what to say. He's usually so withdrawn and shy. Is this really what his true personality is like? I'm sorry. Don't be. It's not your fault. He turns back to his index cards. Truthfully, having you here is a really nice change of pace. Really? Yeah, it's nice not being completely alone. So, would you like to stay for dinner? Sure. Good, because I'm starving. I'll go get us something to eat. Shiro leaves to get food, and I lean back to relax for a bit. Now that I look at it, his place really does seem kinda empty. The fact that this house is so large probably makes it feel even more lonely. Shiro returns shortly with 2 steaming styrofoam cups filled with instant noodles. Hey, I hope you don't mind cup noodles. My parents would kill me if they knew I ate this stuff, but I don't actually know how to cook anyway. Huh, it's fine with me. I'm not picky. I accept the cup of noodles that Shiro offers me and peel off the lid. Steam wafts lazily from the cup, and I blow gently on it to cool the noodles down. He briefly touches his palms together and mutters under his breath. Itadakimasu. He looks at me and blinks. Aren't you going to eat? It's still a little hot. I was going to wait. It's rude if the host eats before the guest, though. Then just think of us as friends hanging out. Shiro beams. That works. He quickly starts eating, slurping up the noodles quickly. Wow, you are hungry. I told you. He finishes his food and leans back happily. He looks content. I'm still hungry. Maybe I should go back for more. More cup noodles, really? I'm gonna tease him. Hey, be careful. If you eat too much, you'll lose that cute figure of yours. What? You'll get fat if you eat a lot. Not that I meant. Relax, I'm just teasing you. Oh. But do you really think I'm cute? Of course I do. But don't read too much into that, okay? Yeah. We spend another hour chatting about whatever random thoughts pop into our heads. It's nice to just relax after all the work we've done. Thanks for staying for dinner. Hey, thanks for inviting me. I had fun. As I head to my locker after school, I see Shiro down the hallway. He turns down a side hallway and I run to catch up with him. Before I round the corner, I see he's speaking with someone else. Oh, hey Derek. I take a step back and hide around the corner. I know I shouldn't be eavesdropping, but I'm curious. Please stay away from Marui. Shiro. I'm sorry. Who are you again? That's none of your business. It kind of is, if you're telling me what to do. Naveen, you gonna come practice with us or what? The door to the gym swings open, and Derek's coach stares at him impatiently. Coming, coach. Derek turns to Shiro with a glare, but he runs into the gym without saying anything. Shiro sighs and turns back to the main hallway. Oops, if he sees me, he'll know what happened. I scurry down the hallway and quickly hide among the other students. Today, I invited Shiro to work on the project at my place. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but he seems really nervous. Come on in, it's fine. Are you sure? I go to your place all the time, don't I? Yeah, but a guy isn't supposed to enter a girl's bedroom. It's not like we're gonna do anything. Besides, my parents are outside anyway. Your parents are here? You sound scared. Were you planning on doing something bad? No, I meant, relax, I'm kidding. That's mean. Sorry, I really couldn't resist. Still, it's nice that your parents are around. You must be happy. I guess. Never really thought about it. It's rare for my parents to be at home, and even rarer for them to be awake. I guess they're pretty busy, huh? My mom's always traveling somewhere, and my dad keeps getting called into work at odd hours. He's got a 24-hour shift right now. Even when he does get home, he'll probably just go to sleep. Sounds rough. I guess I've gotten used to it, although that's probably not a good thing. He sighs and pulls out a notebook from his bag. But I guess we should get to work, right? You can talk about it if it bothers you. I really don't want to dump all of this on you. Hey, what are friends for? You're supposed to be able to share this stuff with me. Besides, even if they're not around, you know your parents still love you, right? That's true. I just wish they weren't always so busy. Sometimes it feels as if they've forgotten I exist. Why don't you try talking to them about it? What? They might not realize that you feel this way. If you don't tell them now, how will they know? And they probably think that you're showing you love by working hard so that you can live a comfortable life. You should tell them that you want to spend time together. To actually be a family, you know? I never considered that before, but it makes sense. See what happens when you actually talk about things instead of hiding them? Shiro laughs. Yeah, you're right. I guess I shouldn't keep everything to myself. I'm here for you, okay? Thank you. The two of us spend the rest of the afternoon chatting and joking as we work on our project. It's actually fairly relaxing. Oh man, time passes faster than I wish it would. Shiro and I gave our presentation today. We passed with flying colors, and the teacher said we were exemplary. Whatever that means. Anyway, since we just gave our presentation, that means that it's been a month since Alistair and I first made that bet. I guess I'll just have to confront him now. I'm still not entirely sure, but I think it's... So, if you guys watched, or if you have watched my Travis video, you saw that I picked Travis and Derek, and I like Derek's more. So for this one, I'm just gonna pick Derek. I know it's not Shiro, and I'd rather see what Shiro's gonna say for Derek. So I'm picking Derek, just so you guys know. Here we go. I'm gonna go with Derek. As soon as club gets out, I pack up my books and hurry to meet Derek. Hey Maru. E, wanna watch practice today? Actually no. I had something I needed to ask you. What's up? You're Alistair, aren't you? Well, it took you long enough. I was almost worried that you wouldn't be able to figure it out. Well, that was fun. I'll be seeing you around then. Wait, what about my blessed stone? You're still hung up on that? We had a deal, didn't we? I'm afraid I don't remember what you're talking about. Then you're even more disgusting than I thought. I didn't think you'd really stoop so low. Mind your own business, kid. This is my business. Marui is my friend, and I won't let you treat her this way. Shiro, what are you doing here? Hang on, you're Shiro Takayama? I am. Why do you care? Because I know better than to tangle with your family. Forget it, I'm done with this. I'll return your stupid blessed stone if you really care that much. Derek flashes me a glare and stalks off angrily. Shiro, what's going on? I wish you'd be a little more careful. I won't always be around to save you, you know. What are you? Shiro's words sounded so familiar, but last time it was Fiona Wings who said it. Fiona? You don't have to shout it that loudly. I'm just gonna say, I knew it! I knew it was Fiona! I thought about it! But I'll mention in the credits, sorry. Continue. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. But are you really Fiona? How else do you think I would know about what Alistair did to you? Good point. But why didn't you just tell me that you're Fiona? Because it's embarrassing? And then when Alistair figured out who you were, I didn't know what to say. I suspected Derek from the start, but I didn't have any proof. So I asked a friend of the family to do some research for me. But why? Why do all this for me? Because I like you. Oh. It's just, you're always so confident and full of energy. I envy that. And truthfully, being with you makes me feel alive. You really feel that way about me? Well, yeah. I've never done anything brave in my life, but you're always so courageous. I don't know if I'd call myself courageous. Most people think I'm impulsive. But I admire that about you. I wish I could be bold. You can be. You just have to believe in yourself. Then, before I can react, Shiro leans in and swiftly kisses me on the cheek. Is that brave enough? Yeah, that works. Fiona Wings has joined your team. She's on my team. Okay, so as I was saying, this was super cute. I really enjoyed Shiro. He was a lot cuter than I thought he was going to be. But as I was playing through it, I was like, you know what? I know Derek is Alistair, and I've seen Travis's character. I was like, but I haven't seen Shiro's character. And the only other game character I saw online was Fiona. And I was like, he's totally Fiona, isn't he? I thought that in my mind as I was going through this, but I didn't want to say anything. But Shiro was right. Yeah, you guys just have to believe me that I was right. So yeah, this was cute. I really enjoyed Shiro. He was the cute, kind of like awkward, boyish type. I don't know. I liked him a lot. It was cute. Wasn't my favorite, but he was cute. Thank you for playing. Bonus scene. As the bell rings, Shiro and I pack up the remains of our lunches. Thanks for making lunch for me again. You're welcome. Was it good? It's always good. You don't have to keep doing this for me, you know? Oh, come on. I wouldn't let you spend the rest of your life eating cup noodles. What do you take me for? Shiro smiles and leans forward, touching his forehead to mine. The sweetest, most caring, and most thoughtful girlfriend in the world who cooks the best food I've ever had. I giggle and smile back at him. And you're the sweetest, most patient, and most understanding boyfriend who eats all the terrible food that I make. It's a relationship made in heaven. It's not terrible when you make it, because if Marui makes it, then I know it's filled with love. You're a lot bolder with your statements these days. Of course I am. You've given me a lot of confidence after all. Shiro smiles and quickly touches the tip of his nose to mine. Thank you, Marui. Thank you for everything. The end. Well, that's it, guys. That was Shiro's exclusive scenes and good ending and bonus scene and things like that. So, yeah, that was good. I liked it. Like I said, he was cute. Wasn't the one I liked the most. Honestly, I kind of like Travis the most so far. I need to see Derek's bonus scene still before I can give that. So I think the next video that I'm going to do is just going to be Derek's bonus scene. Because I did like all... Oh, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll decide what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I hope you'll come to the next episode. I have also started the playthrough of the second reproduction. So if you want to see more Otome games, totally check that out. If you enjoyed what you saw, please share this with a friend. I am a very small YouTube channel, and I'm desperately trying to be more better and awesome. If that's even better. I don't know. Anyway, guys, see you all at the next video. So until then, bye, everyone. 삶이 힘들어도 끝까지 포기 마라.
지켜줄 거야 너의 발걸음이 힘겨워 소리내어 주저앉아